The first question would be most of us live with expectations about life, but life doesn't always bring the outcome that we desire. And Babaji recommends us to adjust and manage to what happens in life. Could Babaji explain what this means, please?
We always look for happiness and peace. And when we are active in this world, well, for a while it is natural to have put an effort with expectation. As long as when we are putting efforts, at that time you have some expectation is no problem. But the thing is, when the result comes, it is already done. When it is done, then acceptance has to be there. Acceptance, two bifurcated terminologies are the adjustment and management. Means when it comes to us, we have to adjust with whatever we have. And resources, whatever we have. Today we may have $10, tomorrow we may have $100 and $1,000 and again $10. Whatever we have, we need to manage with that one. Manage our needs and try to utilize as prudentially as possible. So that is management. When we are able to do like this, we will always be happy. There won't be any brooding in the mind. Oh, why I couldn't get the $1,000 today? Why I couldn't get $10,000 today? I should have been a millionaire. I should have been a billionaire, like that. It's a never-ending process. All the time mind will be brooding and we will not be able to enjoy what we have in the present. The mind will not be in the present. Always is brooding about past. Past means whatever has happened, that is not enough for us. So that's what happens. Oh, we should have had more. We should have more bigger garden and more bigger land, all these things. Anything. If we have a bicycle, we need a motorbike. When we have a motorbike, we think of a car, bigger car, and as big car as possible. One rich person is driving, oh, that big car, I also need to drive. Like that, one keeps thinking. But nobody seems to be happy. We have seen people who have billions of rupees, and then they tell, oh, where do I have the money? It always gets expended. Expenditures keep increasing. I need more money. I need to collect more money. I need more properties. They have bungalows in every town and cities, yet they want more. If available one more, they won't mind, take it away. Legally, illegally, in every way. So this is what human beings behave, we see. That's when we lose our peace. That peace is always elusive. That is when adjustment and management is required. For the same thing, Sri Krishna has said in Bhagavad Gita, Tyagat Shantiranantara, means when we sacrifice the mental brooding, then we have peace. Not that we have to sacrifice this world or any such thing. Means we have to stop the brooding in our own mind, anxiousness in our mind. Let it happen, fine. So today this is what has happened. We will let us adjust and manage. This is what we have today. Let us manage, adjust with this one. We will adjust, no problem. We got one bread today. We will adjust with that one. So that attitude helps always. We need to develop slowly. When we get whatever we get, we should feel happy. How gracious the divine is. And the divine has given us surplus. So much has been given to us. We should always see. When we fail to see, when we go on brooding, we start accusing God. Oh, you should have given us more. This is not enough. Why didn't you give that thing also? I just needed a little more that thing. But when we look back, whatever has been given to us to sustain, it is always surplus by the grace of the divine. Thank God, at least we have this much. We should be grateful. It is the old saying, like, we should be grateful that thorns have roses. No need to grumble that roses have thorns. This is the world.
Thank you, Babaji. Babaji, if we find ourselves, if we find it difficult to accept a particular situation, say it's quite a difficult situation, then what should we do, Babaji?
You see, you can always try to achieve physically in this world. That is no problem. Whatever capacity you have, raise your capabilities and then try again. Simply mentally you don't need to lose peace or happiness. For that only mentally is what you have to adjust and manage. At that time whatever you have you manage, adjust. But if you think you need more, you try. And when trying, you don't have to lose your happiness. You be happy all the time. You are ready to accept. You are ready to adjust whatever we have, but you keep trying. Try again. Like you want self-realization. You don't have to lose peace. It will come to you one day. You have to put in effort. Today you sit for 1 hour meditation. You think it hasn't come. Tomorrow again you sit. No problem. Today when you get up, have an attitude of no problem. That is what is adjustment. Don't go into brooding. Oh God, I should have had my self-realization today. God did not give me and it did not come to me. Why is this happening? People come and complain. Something is coming to me, but I don't know what to do. I'm confused. Should I do like this? Should I do like that? You do whatever you want to do. You do it. Simply don't keep worrying. So that is what is important. That is what is adjustment and management. But when you want it, when you think that it is not sufficient or it has not yet come, you need to get, you have a right to get it, then you try. While trying, have your peace, have your contentment always.
Thank you, Babaji. Babaji, does that mean that if we are getting agitated or negative or irritated in the mind, we are punishing ourselves almost?
Exactly. One thing is you are punishing yourself and you are a victim, and also you are wasting your energy and all the energies, and you are losing your peace, and you are likely to become more confused, and you won't be able to remain focused when you put in effort. Half-heartedly you will be trying, let me do this, I need this, and instead of thinking that I need to focus and try my best, we will always try to hold somebody as a scapegoat. Why is this happening? This person is the reason, that's why it is not happening. This world is the reason, that is why it is not happening. Nobody is troubling us. Simply, everybody is behaving according to their temperament, according to their culture, according to their character, whatever it is. And the world is behaving in its own way. Sun is giving light, moon is going around, earth is rotating, Milky Ways are there. Everything is happening in its own way. The problem is whether we are happy with that or we are not happy. We don't have to be either happy or unhappy. Let it be in its place. Let me keep quiet. I want self-realization. I want happiness. That means you become quiet mentally. Simply that is all you have to do. So you try as much as possible. You try every day. You try and it will come. You don't have to worry why it is not coming. It is not coming because you are unable to become quiet. You have become habitually agitated all the time, wondering, brooding, analyzing. So this is what is happening. That is the reason that you are not getting proper happiness, the right happiness, supreme happiness, and the self-realization. Your attention is onto your imagination. You are unable to pay attention to what you really are. It is already there. So that is how you have to try. You don't have to give up anything, but you must try. You hold yourself responsible, then you will feel more responsible for yourself. It is me who has to become quiet. Like that in the world, you always keep trying, no problem. But don't have to lose peace or happiness.
Thank you, Babaji. And Babaji, how do we know to what extent we should adjust and manage to the situation, or when we need to do something such as voice our own opinion, how do we know when to do such things?
You see, at that time, whatever we have, that is it. We cannot have the whole world for ourselves, not possible. So if we have that much, then we have happiness. If we manage with that one, let us manage with whatever we have got. There is plenty always. We will see plenty. That's what our idea has to be. If we are satisfied, then we can try. You want to acquire more property, you can acquire, try. Honestly, legally, that way you keep trying. When you are not getting it, don't have to lose peace. That is what is the manage. When you need to eat, say, the time comes, it is time now you need to eat your meal. At that time, whatever bread you have, eat that one. Be at peace. You are eating the bread, you are hungry, but mind is brooding. Oh, I should have some more butter and some cheese and some this masala, some that masala type of thing. The mind keeps brooding and the mind is unable to enjoy that bread that you are eating at that moment. And the mind is losing its peace. So that is when you understand, let me enjoy this bread for now, and after eating the bread, let me think about having more bread. That's no problem. Like that you can plan always. So simply you have to delink these two things. Don't allow them to get into a clash. Today, just now it is evening here. At other place of the world, it might be morning. So we need to manage with that one. We cannot brood. The morning will come. The evening will come for the morning people. For the evening people, morning will also come. So like that we need to satisfy ourselves. And then we focus on this. Let us focus. Just now we are doing the question and answers. Let me focus on what you are going to ask. And let me focus on what I have to tell. And you all, the rest of you all simply focus on what you have to hear. The question you have to hear carefully. And the answer when I am answering, you have to hear carefully that answer. Some other thing that has to happen, that can happen after this session. Aarti is over, then you can attend to your work. While you are attending to this question and answer, don't think about breakfast or dinner. Once this question and answer is over, at that time you plan and think and have your breakfast or dinner, no problem. So that is how the management and adjustment has to happen. The moment of adjusting and the moment of managing. There is no such thing that you don't have to put on effort. Simply sit in a corner and adjust whatever comes. That is a very difficult thing for everybody. That is not the thing. You try. But while having it, adjust at that moment.
So we should take each moment as it comes then, Babaji, and to get in the habit of doing one thing at one time.
Yes. Do not plan too much and go into a worrying all the time. Oh, what will happen now? Will I be able to get? Will I be able to do this thing? Will I be able to go there? And should I be doing this one? No need. At that moment, whatever needs to be done, do that one. The rest of you all, your job is just to listen to me. You don't have to answer any question. When it is your choice, you just have to ask a question. Answering is my job. So I have to do that one. That's it. So all of us will have to do our jobs at the moment. That's it.
Thank you, Babaji. Could Babaji talk a little bit about the life in the ashram, about having to adjust and manage in ashram life, because it's different to normal life?
Probably, I think by nature I had been little more little more flexible than ordinary person. Very like 50 years ago I came, the moment I came, there was no brooding. Simply like I used to feel hungry, whatever was given, I was happy, and that used to be so tasty and nice because the idea in the mind was, this is the blessed food of my Guru's ashram. Ah, wonderful, I have got the life that I have wanted it. I wanted to be in the ashram and I am here in the ashram. Like I started enjoying the present moment unknown to me. So thus everything became simply enjoyable. And whatever vegetable, whatever things was cooked at that time, whoever was here, so that was fine because I used to feel hungry and just used to eat it. And never had a brooding, oh, my mother used to cook this thing, I used to get this thing at home. There was no such thing. I never had that. I instantly adjusted very quickly, simply. So then whatever came, I went on adjusting. Then everywhere, in every part of the life, whatever work I had to do, I went on doing the work that was enjoyable for me because, oh, this is my Guru's abode, this is the ashram. The thought of a palatial building or a bungalow or a home, that was never there. Because the idea of coming here, because this was my Guru's ashram and my Guru sent me here. I came to the ashram. I am in the ashram. That was the idea. That was how mind was always happy. Whatever came, whatever work needed to be done, whatever easily adjusted, went on living happily, at peace.
Thank you, Babaji. There's a question that just came in to chat from Suchitana. She asked, kindly ask about the lottery ticket incident with Sri Guru Maharaj.
Yeah, you see, I do understand. In my life I have told, when several other people came to stay here, whom I had to look after, well, there were difficult times were there. So always what happens, if it is just me or this physical body, it's very easy to adjust. It's no problem at all. But when we have to look after some more people, sometimes the trouble comes. But however, quickly I used to recover. Means when it did not happen, I used to be happy, adjust. It's okay. The things are going on. It will move on like this. Like when it became very difficult to manage this ashram financially, there were not many members who are helping and who are donating. Everybody, when they come to ashram, they don't think that we need to donate something, how the ashram will be running. They don't just bother. But they come and go. This happens 50 years we have seen. So then what happened one time, I just thought, let me buy a lottery ticket. If a couple of 100,000 rupees come, at that time 40 years ago it was a very big amount. We can put into bank's fixed deposit. From the interest, peacefully we can run this ashram thought. We don't have to keep asking or writing to people to donate or to send their monthly contributions, something all the time. We don't have to bother people also, I thought. But lottery did not come. 4-5 months, whatever money, little bit, 1 rupee that was there with me. I bought lottery ticket, but lottery did not come. But this lottery not coming did not make me unhappy or more worried. Simply that time passed by 4-5 months, and then Swamiji came. It was in summer months, April or so. We were doing oil massage to him. Then I felt like smiling with me. Smilingly, I tried to tell Swamiji. Swamiji, there was a bit trouble with the money. So I just thought of buying lottery ticket. I went on buying. As a joke, I told him. I went on buying lottery ticket. But luckily, I think the lottery did not come. Maybe that's your blessing. Then Swamiji, he hit on my head. You idiot. And 40 minutes, he went on scolding me. You are going after money. You are forgetting you are a monk. You are a sannyasin. Like this. Went on scolding. The money will come on its own. You don't have to go after that one. Whatever comes, you should just be happy. Your mind must not go on the money all the time. Like that he advised. You see, don't forget that you are a monk. You don't go on worrying for this thing. Just be, whatever comes, eat and be happy. What is wrong? There is no dearth of food for you all. You can eat stomach full of food, isn't it? Yes, Swamiji, we can eat stomach full of food, no problem. We will do that one. Whatever it is, I don't mind. Just if it is rice, we can have a lemon, squash it, then put some salt and then eat it. That is no problem like that. It was always happy. Happiness was there, amazing happiness. Everything was Guru's prasad. Like that he taught. He also taught. Maybe it would have deviated a little more probably. So then he corrected it and put me on the track. That's how the Guru works. And it was his grace. Wonderfully. So we never felt bad. Never came. Money never came. The lottery never came. But I never bothered about that lottery also. I never thought or imagined. I forgot in the mind totally and went on doing our things, whatever. Some donations came and somebody used to give, something would come and the things went on. The vehicle was moving. There was no such trouble that we didn't have anything to eat. Something or else keep happening. So simply, I used to be happy. My nature was that. If there was no milk, simply a black tea I used to have and then never bothered. Others used to be brooding. Oh, why the milk hasn't come today? Don't know, the milk hasn't come. I don't know why it hasn't come. I am peaceful. So you are not trying to get the milk. But where will I get? I don't have extra money to bring the milk. The regular daily milk has to come. Then only we can pay at the end of the month. So, but now I cannot go and buy extra milk and I don't have money. So like that I used to just be happy. But for me, mentally I was happy. Remembering today also, it's amazing. So much of happiness was there in my youth also. There was no brooding.
Wow, thank you, Babaji. I hope we may be able to achieve that as well one day. Babaji, when we pray to God and ask for help, in what way should we pray?
If we have anything that needs to happen for a larger cause, like this ashram safety or any such thing, we keep praying. That is no problem. But just because we are praying, we don't go into a brooding or we don't go into any annoyance with God, with my Guru. Why this is not happening? Year, 2 year, 5 year, 10 year, we keep praying. Simply that's what I adopted. Whenever you want to give, you give. But I am not going to give up praying to you. That is in my hand, I can pray. Let me pray. You give or you don't give, that's no problem. No accusations. I won't blame you. Maybe this is the prarabdha, that it has not come. It's okay, no problem. But let me pray, at least simply I am praying. That's all, I am not accusing you, God. I talk to Him. I tell Him, no blame on you, my Lord. It's no problem. You are not giving or you will give some other time or you don't give at all. That is no problem. Let the prarabdha happen. Let me just pray a little bit. I will feel happy that I am talking to you at least. So like that I keep praying. I have a funny habit like this. But then no unhappiness, no blaming of anybody, no worry. I keep smiling. It's like a joke for me. I keep smiling at God and then I ask, again one more time I have come to ask you this thing. Let it happen. Let this ashram safe for people to come and sit here, do sadhana. Let me be able to conduct the mission work properly. Nobody should trouble me. Unnecessarily, I need to do this thing, I need to do that thing, must not happen. I am happy doing your service. To do Zoom, I am happy. If I have to travel and give darshan, conduct meditation, I am happy. But not other things. I cannot go on this problem, that problem, I cannot do these things, but I can do this thing. So let me pray. One more time I am praying. It is up to you to give. It is up to me to pray. Let me pray, at least allow me to pray to you. Like that, I enjoy always, I am always happy. That's probably by nature, this flexible nature has come. Humorously, I tend to take on my life. When I look at it, now it is 70 years. Oh, so happy. 70 years have gone simply like that. just another sometime, is nothing to worry, it will be over, don't worry. I console myself, everything will be all right. And you will just rest with God. You are not born, you are not going to die at all, nothing. So like this, you keep thinking positively, if at all you have to think, or you just keep quiet.
So for a normal person, if we find ourselves a bit irritated or some agitation in the mind, what is a good tool to use to maybe we tell ourselves not to react, or what would be a good thing to do?
Try to be humorous to yourself. Talk to God within you. Assure yourself everything will be all right. Hey, don't worry. Why are you so much worrying? You scold yourself. Pull yourself up. There is no need to worry. After all, this world is not going to fall out. You are stable. You are standing on the earth. You are getting some food. You are able to eat it. Don't worry. When it has to happen, it will happen. You keep trying. Don't worry. You try. So like that, positively you think, you assure yourself, and practice meditation. Try to sing the glory of the divine by singing, and listen to devotional song. Do any name of God. Remember any mantra like this. Keep yourself busy mentally all the day, throughout the day, anything. Don't keep wondering, should I do this or should I do that one. Whatever comes, just do it. You can call God in any name. He doesn't mind. He is always happy.
Thank you, Babaji. Babaji, there is there's a message that came in the chat.
Yeah, you can read.
It says, if someone's frustration and anger is projected onto us, and we are the scapegoat, how do we respond?
So that also adjust. Somebody is trying to blame you because they are unable to take it. They are very weak. They are not mentally strong. There are many people we do come across. Quickly they put their blame on you. And they don't want to be blamed ever. They are the right people. We have seen every day, we get to see this thing. 24 hours. It's such a beautiful training. It's such a commando training in a college of combat. Life is like that one. And you need to be busy with your own work. You cannot afford to give up your work. Your work is, if you have time, do your sadhana, meditation. Keep yourself busy. Don't listen to them, then they will go away. That's it. And then you keep remembering God's name. Busy, keep yourself so busy. Keep working something that is useful. You cannot afford to feel sorry or remember that person who is trying to blame you. Ignore. Like that, mentally, when you practice ignoring, you will see after some time, 5-6 months later, 1 year later, when you would have practiced, your mind doesn't bother at all. It will be humming in its own way. It will be smiling. This is an amazing practice, but it requires practice. Some practice. Daily you practice. For little thing you practice, then for bigger things also you will become used to. So this is very important for you, right? So like that you have to practice. But it doesn't come easily. It could be very irritating when somebody blames you unnecessarily. But if you can take, if necessary, do a little bit hissing noise, then keep them away, then become busy with your work. There is no time. You have to meditate. You have to remember God's name. You have to do your singing. You have to do your chanting. So much of work is there to do. So how can we get engaged into this type of fights and blaming games? There is no time. People go out and blame us, but I don't have time actually attend to those things because we are so busy. See, every day I have to work so much. I have to attend to emails, 30-35 emails early morning. Then I have to attend to our office work in the ashram. I have to attend to devotees. I have to attend to WhatsApp messages. I have to listen to them, bless them, pray for them. The whole day simply passes by. In between, I need to take some food for this body also, a little bit rest. And by evening, people come, they talk to us, or some Zoom class is there. And it's so beautiful. We spent 1 hour so busy meditating and almost another 45 minutes now question answers. So where is the time to look into these things? So keep yourself busy positively always. God is the Guru is the only worthy thing to keep yourself engaged. That is the worthy engagement for you. Nothing else. Everything else is impermanent in this world. Everything will simply go away. It comes and it goes. Unhappiness comes and unhappiness goes. Happiness comes and happiness goes. This world is like that. So like that, if you practice, every day you have to practice as a way of life. Every day should be a workshop for you. Opportunity is given in life. Whatever negativity happens, when somebody blames, that is an opportunity for you to practice. A practice session, just like you practice playing tennis. Like that you play this thing. And you will always be happy, you will see.
Thank you, Babaji.
Namaskar, Babaji. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. You always said that we have the right to work hard if you want to achieve something. Do you think there is any element of luck in what we achieve in life, for example, apart from hard work? Is there any element of luck at all?
Your job is to work. If it happens, happens. If it doesn't happen, don't lose hope. You can try again always. Acceptance is important. That is what is Krishna's teaching of karmanyevadhikaraste. Means you have a right to put in effort. But when the result comes, nobody knows what the result is going to be. You have to accept it. Sometimes it may be according to your expectations. Sometimes it may not happen according to your expectations. Some people call it luck favoring. Listen, sometimes people call it luck favoring. Sometimes people call it God's grace, is the divine wishes. But you have to accept it. Only then you will have peace.
Thank you. Thank you.
Susan, your choice, please.
Yes, hi, Babaji. I've been wrestling, it's funny we were talking about happiness. I've been wrestling with that all week. You know, I go into meditation and everything's basically okay. And I come out into the world and nothing's okay, from my point of view. And so I really don't, sound weird, I know. I really don't understand happiness. I mean, I don't really want to be happy because there are so many unhappy people. And it makes me unhappy to see them unhappy, especially the animals.
You see, listen, just to become unhappy, you cannot make everybody happy. That is, understand first thing. You can be happy only your mind is with God. You become quiet. You remember your divinity. Then you will have happy. Maybe then you will be able to help somebody else to become happy like that. So if you simply become unhappy, you cannot help anybody. Everybody will be unhappy in their own way. If they are not satisfied, they will be unhappy. Slowly they will also learn. You can teach them, you can counsel them, you can help them. But first thing, you achieve your happiness is important.
Pranams, Babaji. Thank you for the meditation, satsang. I guess I wanted to say that so everything is said that whatever expression is the divine. There is nothing but the divine, right?
Yeah, that's the truth.
Yeah.
If only one can feel it all the time.
As it is.
In everything, as everything, if you can feel, it's all divinity.
Yeah, but even whatever I feel is the divine. Everything is that.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
It is up to you what you want to feel. If you are happy with whatever you feel, you can feel anything.
Yeah. So everything is complete as it is.
Finally. Absolute.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Baba, there's one more question that came in in the chat. Is that okay? The question was, when to adjust and when to be firm with others? How do we decide?
When you are putting in effort, you be firm, you remain focused. Simply when the result for that effort comes, you have to adjust. There is a thin edge of difference. So you have to understand this. Always never give up your efforts. You put in efforts, whatever you want to achieve. Do your karma. That is important. When the result comes, at that time you adjust. Don't feel disappointed. Don't lose hope. That is why destiny starts. You are destined so that you don't lose hope. That is the important thing. And remember your Guru and keep going again. Keep trying again. I told you 10 years, we keep praying, no problem. It has not happened, no problem. Once again you pray, no problem. You pray, no problem. Always have the attitude of no problem. That is important. Somewhere, something will positively, definitely happen.
So the question is, how can I remain detached while doing work sincerely? We generally are working for success in activity.
You work for success, but when it happens, if it is not a success, not to lose hope is important. As long as your mind is intact, never losing hope, keep that enthusiasm. So that is what remaining detached means. Remain detached for the result. That's what the idea is. Never give up. Okay, it has not happened now. Let me try again. One more time I will try. We were taught since childhood, till the last breath of life you try. Because when you die, at least you will have a satisfaction that you tried your best. To the best of your ability, you tried. Whether it happens or not is the different thing. In any games also, the motto they tell, in Olympics also, participating itself is a great thing. Whether you win a medal or not is no problem. That comes afterwards. If you don't get a medal, no problem. You have participated with enthusiasm. You tried your best. That is important in life always.
Can we change our prarabdha by doing hard work?
You can change. So what is prarabdha? Until it doesn't happen, you don't know what is going to happen. You have to work. If a certain thing that happens is not according to your liking, you call it your prarabdha. If it happens according to your liking, you call it your luck and God's grace. Simply terminology changes. It is all the same thing. So you put in effort. When you put in effort, don't bother about prarabdha. Think that you can change the prarabdha. Have it a positive thinking in your mind and put an effort. Definitely, ultimately, you will go back to the divinity that nobody can change. That prarabdha is guaranteed. You are one with the divine. So that will happen to you one day. Be guaranteed for this and always work with positivity. Don't bother about prarabdha. It will happen on its own way. You just keep on working. That is my opinion and advice. May you all be blessed. So we had some very wonderful questions, giving me an opportunity to share my experiences and opinion. May Shiva Balayogi Swamiji bless you all for love, honor, and luck for everything.